Hey everyone, thank you for joining me for my very first From Behind The Broich episode. Episode 1. Follow me on social media, on Twitter or X or however that's called now, FBTB underscore podcast. FBTB underscore podcast. Twitter or X. Spotify, From Behind the Broich. YouTube, From Behind the Broich. Subscribe here, leave a like, tell your friends, whatever you do. Twitter, FBTB underscore podcast. Before we actually start, one little thing that I wanted to say is whatever I'm saying here, that's just my own opinion, right? I would never claim to know anything. I wouldn't claim to know anything better than anyone else. I'm just someone who likes to talk about his favorite football team every now and then. So if you don't agree with what I'm saying, that's absolutely cool. You don't have to, right? I just like to talk about Fortuna. That's all. Um, so, what did I want to say? Yes, next week, Wednesday, 1 week to go. Cup semi-final, baby. I'm so excited, man. Cup semi-final against the arguably best team in Germany, or maybe even Europe at the moment. Baby, let me celebrate, man. And I'm celebrating literally since the last penalty against St. Pauli hit the back of the net, man. But you know what? Let me celebrate, okay? Let me celebrate. We all should just celebrate, man. Reaching the semi-final of the cup is huge, man. Absolutely huge. I'm so excited. We haven't been there in 28 years, man. 28 years. 1996, man. 28 years. I was 12 years old back then. And now, look at me, man. I'm a fucking old man. 12 years I was. 28 years ago. 28 years ago, 1996. Semi-final. I'm so excited, man. And we all should be, man. Do I think that we're going to win this game? Absolutely, I do, man. Absolutely, I do. Am I delusional? Yeah, maybe I am. But that just fits my narrative, and it's my narrative, and that's all that counts for me. Man. But on a serious note, man, do you really think we're going to win? Yes, I do. I absolutely do. But obviously, all our players need to give it their absolute best. All of them, every single one of them needs to be 100% ready and 100% there for 90 minutes, for 90 minutes plus 5, 6, whatever, for maybe even 120 minutes. Right? I mean, we're playing Leverkusen. They haven't lost a single game all season. Not in the Bundesliga, not in the Cup, not in Europe. Right? I mean, they're going to win the German Championship. Maybe they're even going to win the European Cup. Right? But I think we do have a chance if we give it our absolute best. Right? We need to score early. Absolutely. The longer it's 0-0, I think the harder it will be to beat them. But one thing that we should not forget is we are playing with house money here, man. We are absolutely playing with house money. Who would have thought that we would be where we are right now, right? Semi-final of the cup, fighting for promotion in the league, right? And that actually brings me to my next point, right? What are we going to do on Saturday against Kaiserslautern? They are playing in the semi-final as well, right? But they are fighting against relegation while we are fighting for promotion. Right, so what's going to happen? Are we playing our best 11 or are we resting some of our key players for Wednesday? What's more important for the club? I mean, don't get me wrong. I would fucking kill to see us playing in Berlin in the cup final. I would kill for that, man. All my life, I was dreaming that we would win the cup. I never dreamt of us winning the championship, right? Because I just knew that's not going to happen. Not in my lifetime, right? I'm following the club for 32 years now, right? Since 1992. And since day one, I knew we will never win the German championship, right? But I always thought maybe we can win the cup, right? Maybe we can go on a cup run. And we did. We reached the semi-final without playing a single game at home, right? By the way, I think we haven't played a single home game in the cup for like 3 years, 4 years. I think I've read something like the last home game in the cup was in 2021, early 2021. But I might be wrong here, right? I would need to check that. But I mean, we're back there, right? Back with the chance to reach the final after 28 years. But also, we're in a promotion fight. So what's more important? I guess more important it would be for the club to win promotion, right? Does a victory against Kaiserslautern on Saturday guarantee us promotion, or at least a place in the promotion playoff? No, it doesn't, right? But it would be so important for us to keep the pressure on Hamburg, right? Just win that game on Saturday, and see what Hamburg does, right? Right now we are 1 point behind Hamburg. We should be 1 point ahead of them, to be honest, right? This game in Hanover a few weeks ago, that's still haunting me. And 2-0 up, chances to score third, right? And then just go home with a 2-2 draw. That wasn't good enough back then, right? And to be honest, when this happened, I didn't even think that we would be getting this close again to Hamburg, but we are now. We're 1 point behind them. We just need to keep the pressure up, right? Win our games. That's all we can do. And that's why I think we definitely should play our strongest team on Saturday, right? Because I'm pretty sure Kaiserslautern will do too. And Kaiserslautern isn't as bad as the table will make us believe, right? They're better. Plus, they're now having Friedhelm Funkel as the coach, right? I would say Fortuna legend, Friedhelm Funkel, right? Even though he coached this other shitty team from the other side of the Rhine after that. But anyways, we're coming to some things, some stories about coaches maybe a little later, right? But yeah, I mean, they will give it their best, right? Kaiserslautern, they need to win as well. So yeah, I think definitely we should play our strongest 11 on Saturday. We need to win this and then rest for a day and get ready for Wednesday, right? But yeah, I mean, who would have thought at the beginning of the season that by April we would fight for promotion? Yeah, maybe people would have thought so. I think I would have thought so, right? And I think we're exactly where I would have expected us to be. I never thought we would be strong enough to aim for first or second, right? And we won't get near these, right? We won't get near St. Pauli or Kiel. Hamburg, that's our target, right? Position 3, finished third. However, we're going to do that, right? Somehow, just finish third, and then see what happens in the relegation playoff or in the promotion playoff, right? Maybe we're even playing this other team, right? I'm not going to name them, right? I mean, this team with that, I don't know, what is that, a goat in their logo, right? I don't know. Anyways, can you imagine we would play them for a place in the first division? I wouldn't be able to survive that, right? I would just die. I couldn't handle that, right? So let's just hope that if we're finishing third, we maybe play Mainz. I don't know. But anyway, that we are not there yet, right? So first of all, we need to win on Saturday, playing our best team. All our key players need to play if they're fit, right? And then all our key players need to play again on Wednesday to win the semi-final, man. I'm so excited about that. I'm so excited about that, man. Honestly, I mean, I've seen Fortuna play in Berlin at the Olympia Stadium, right? When we played Hertha in the league, right? I saw them a few times play there. But to see them there playing for the actual German Cup, that would be so awesome. That would mean the world to me and to many others, right? There are many others who travel way more and see way more games, spend way more money than I do. But that's not the point, right? I'm not the better fan because I'm supporting the team for 30 years. Someone else isn't the better fan because they're traveling more this year or last year or the last 5 years, right? We are all supporting the same teams. We all want the same. We all want our team to win promotion this year. And as a bonus, man, reach the freaking cup final, right? The last time we were that close was 1996, 28 years ago, right? I skipped school that day to go down to Karlsruhe to see us play there. We lost 3-0, got home in the middle of the night and got grounded because I just skipped school, right, without telling anybody. I just left a note at home saying, gone to Karlsruhe, back later today. Yeah, wasn't the nicest of welcomes for me when I came back home. But anyways, um, win on Saturday with the strongest team, win on Wednesday. That's all I'm asking for, right? If I would have to choose between win promotion, reach the cup final, potentially win the cup, it's very hard, right? Because I know that if we win the cup, if, right? I mean, I don't want to get ahead of myself here, right? To even reach the final would be an incredible achievement, right? Beating Leverkusen, it's probably the hardest thing in European football you can do right now. Okay, maybe not the hardest thing in European football, but the hardest thing in German football, right? But I mean, potentially playing in Europe, Fortuna Düsseldorf playing in Europe, that would be something, wouldn't it? That would be so cool. But also, it would be so cool to win promotion again, right? For the third time in like 12 years, right? I remember not even dreaming about playing in the first division for like 15 years, right? Going down in 97, going down again into the third division in 99. I never thought I would see my team play again in the first division, right? Then spending 10 years in the third and fourth division. I mean, I saw us play against the reserve teams of Duisburg and Leverkusen, right? Just to see them play teams like Leverkusen again. That's already awesome for me, right? Every season since our promotion back into the second division, it's just an awesome ride for me because I've seen the darker times of the club, right, in recent history. Um, but yeah, I mean, let's just aim big here, man. Let's win promotion and at least reach the cup final, right? But again, one step at a time, right? Saturday is the next game. Win this game against Kaiserslautern. Keep the pressure up on Hamburg. They need to win then. If we win, they need to win too. And we know that they crumble under pressure, right? I mean, for how long are they trying to get out of this division now? 6 years now? I think so. Right? And they always crumble. So let's just win our games. Let's start on Saturday and then prepare for Wednesday for the big game. And Let's do that. Okay. But I wonder if we should do both. Go up, reach the final, potentially win the final. Where would Daniel Thune rank in the best coaches we had, let's say in the last 25 years? Right? If you ask me, the absolute best coach we had in the last 25 years, my absolute hero, I would take a bullet for him, is Norbert Meyer, right? He oversaw our comeback from the third division into the second division into the first division. And yes, we went down as well under his regime, right? But these 5.5 years with Norbert Meyer were some of the most enjoyable times of my time with the club, of my time supporting this club, right? I remember the first 2 years back in the second division, right? Every home game, we just knew we would get entertained, right? I think in the first season back in the second division, we didn't lose a single home game. Then in the second year, I think we lost the first 3 games. I think we started the season losing 7 in a row, right? 3 of them at home. But then the remaining 14 home games, we won 13 of them and drew 1 against Paderborn, if I remember correctly, right? And you always knew the team would just give 100%, right? Every single game. And you would see him on the touchline giving 100% every single game, right? So because of that, mostly because of him being the coach when we beat the reserve team of Bremen and won promotion back into the second division, he will be forever my absolute number one. And I will die on this hill. He is the greatest of the last 25 years. Right? And then after that, I would rank Friedhelm Funkel. Right? He was with us for 4 years as well. He won us a promotion to the first division as well. He kept us in the first division. Right? Best finish in the first division for like 40 years plus. Right? That was the best league season in my whole lifetime. I think they haven't finished higher than this year, the 40 years before that, right? Absolutely incredible. So for this, Friedhelm Funkel is my number 2. And my personal number 3, still at the moment, would be Massimo Morales, our coach back in the Oberliga days, when the Oberliga was 4th division, right? And he was our coach when we won promotion back into the 3rd division. It didn't work out back then, right, in the 3rd division with him. But he was there when we won promotion against the reserve team of Leverkusen on a rainy, I don't know, Tuesday or Wednesday night at the Flingerbruch, right, at the Paul-Stadion. Awesome, man. Absolutely awesome. And then number 4, Peter Neuruhr for me, right? He was with us late 99, right, for the second half, or not even the second half, for just a few games in the 98-99 season. We finished dead last, right? But his first game in charge was against the team with the goat in the logo, right? And it says Friday, 23rd of April, 1999. First game in charge, 1 home win all season. We won this game 2-1. Marek Lesniak scored both goals. And after the game, on the scoreboard, there were 2 pictures of Peter Neuruhr and Marek Lesniak, and they said, "Thank you, Peter. Thank you, Marek." I will never forget that, right? That was the first time that I saw them beating this other team. And just for this one game, Peter Neuruhr will be forever one of my favorite Fortuna coaches. And then definitely there's Thune, right? I mean, what he's done the last couple of years is great. And Team Fortuna, that just fits, right? It just fits. Yeah, it just works. And I think we are seeing some very entertaining games as well, right? I think he likes us to play a very fluent game, so that's great. Plus, like I said, he just fits. He's a great guy, so he definitely ranks in my top 5, right? And I mean, over the last 25 years, we had 26 coaches, right? Including interim coaches who maybe only coached a couple or a handful of games, right? But 26 in 25 years, that's quite a lot, right? And then if you take into consideration that Norbert Meyer was with us for 5.5 years and Friedhelm Funkel was with us for 4 years, and Siyun is with us now for 2 years already, that's already almost half of these 25 years, right? So then that shows you that some of the other coaches we had were absolutely horrific appointments, right? And I went through that list earlier today, and maybe in our next episode, I just go through that whole list. But some of these guys, I couldn't even remember them, right? Some very obscure names in there, but yeah, if I would have to rank my top 3, it's Norbert Meyer, Friedhelm Funkel, Massimo Morales with Tune, a very, very close fourth. If he does one of these things, getting us up into the first division, winning promotion, or getting us into the cup final, he definitely will be in my top 3, right? And I mean, looking at some statistics that I pulled today, I saw that with him, we are winning 1.79 points per game. That's great. That's the most of all the coaches we had in the last 25 years, including all the coaches that won us promotions, right? Norbert Meyer won 1.6 points per game, right? And my friend Massimo Morales won 1.74. Okay, different times, different leagues, obviously, right? But I found that quite interesting. And like I said, right, Tune and Fortuna, that just fits. And I hope he will stay with us for many more years, especially if we're winning promotion this season or reaching the cup final. And again, man, I'm so excited about Wednesday. I'm sorry that I'm going on about that over and over again, but I am, man. I mean, for 23 minutes, I'm talking some kind of crap, right? And I apologize for that. And I think you're probably already sick of listening to me. And if you're watching that on YouTube, seeing me, but just give me another minute or two, right? And then we're done here. But yeah, I just want to say, right? I mean, I'm so excited about Wednesday. I'm so excited about Saturday, right? And all I'm asking for is give it your best the next 2 games, the next 180 minutes. And if we do that, then we will at least win 1 game, right? And let me tell you, if we should win on Wednesday, I'm going to celebrate so hard, like I've never celebrated in my whole life. But you know what? We all should, and we all will, right? But anyways, guys, Saturday win against Kaiserslautern, and the world looks bright. I probably do another episode of this before Wednesday, just to talk a little bit about what happened in the game on Saturday. Hopefully we can celebrate a win together. Until then, remember to follow me on Twitter, FBTB_podcast. Please subscribe to this YouTube channel. Leave a like if you enjoyed what I did today. Listen on Spotify. Follow me on Spotify. Again, Twitter, FBTB_podcast. Spotify from Behind The Broich. YouTube from Behind The Broich. Subscribe. Leave a like. And you stay classy, Düsseldorf. See you next week.